This is the Shoot at the Hip podcast, and today I want to kind of flip the script a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about Vader. I know what you all are thinking. You probably like, Vader? All the wrestlers in the world you can talk about. Why in the world do you want to talk about Vader? Man, the reason I want to talk about Vader is very, very simple. I don't feel like Vader gets the respect that he deserves as being one of the greats of all time. Vader was before his time. Now, I want you all to think about this, man. Vader was like 6'6", 400 plus pounds, man. Vader was one of the first big men that I ever seen do a moonsault. Now, I know a lot of people like, man, well, Bam Bam did it. Bam Bam, he kind of did it, but it was like a little side moonsault. I'm talking about going up to the third turnbuckle and just hitting that mug straight moonsault, 400-pound man. Vader was so agile for his size, man. Vader was so, man, he was so intense all the time, man. Like, and he believed what he was. And I know a lot of people may think that I'm crazy for making this comparison, but I really feel like Vader was the first Brock Lesnar. How you see how Brock Lesnar come out, he was just this super athlete, super strength, just insane. Like, I feel like Vader was the first Brock Lesnar. If you don't believe me, go watch some of them old WCW matches. Go watch Vader just go squash a guy, one of those local jobbers. I mean, go see Vader just in a match, man, where he was just going at Sting or going at Ric Flair. Vader was before his time, man. Vader is one of the all-time greats, and it's sad that he doesn't get the respect that he deserves. You look at Vader in some of his early work, man, like when he came to WCW. I mean, he came out there, man. He used to come out there with the little elephant mask on, man, and he'll come out there and he'll take it off and sit it down. And all of a sudden, smoke will come out the mask, man. He'll just come out and and spread his arms and stuff like that and cut the air, man. I mean, it was cool, man, when Vader came out there. He used to be out there with Harley Race, who was a badass also. Then he'll come in the ring, man, and just absolutely destroy a guy. Hit him with that power bomb, man, with so much force. Oh, my goodness, man. Vader was the man. He used to say, who the man? Man, Vader was the man. And a lot of people, they don't talk about Vader that much. I really don't understand why, because he was very, very good in WCW. Now, when he got to WWF, I don't feel like they appreciated him the way that I feel like he needed to be treated, man. He was one of those guys who could have been a champion. And I feel like Vince McMahon could have made him the champion. But from what I heard over the years is that Shawn Michaels had an issue with him. I think it was like a match that they had, and I don't think that Shawn Michaels liked the way that Vader worked, and it caused Vince McMahon to have an issue with Vader, because we all know that Shawn Michaels was politicking in the back during that time, and he went to Vince McMahon and told Vince McMahon how he felt about Vader, and the next thing you know, Vader was out here with sorry storylines, never had no championship. It was basically just, wasting away in WWF at the time. And it's sad, man. One of those things that really, really make me think, like what would have happened if Vader probably would have stayed in WCW instead of going over to WWF. He probably would have been a double-digit time world champion, well-respected, and one of the, best of all time. And as far as the big men, I really feel like Vader is one of the best big men of all time, and he definitely doesn't get the respect he deserves. And for those that have not watched Vader and probably just watched him in WWF when his career was kind of just, wasting away, I want you all to check him out in WCW and tell me what you think when he was a legit beast. I'm telling you right now, a lot of people probably thought I was crazy when I just made that comparison between him and Brock Lesnar. But in my opinion, Vader was the very first Brock Lesnar, because nobody was more intense and nobody was more agile than the 400-pound mastodon, as Jim Ross used to call him, the man they called Vader.